Okay, beautiful day in the neighborhood here while we do some testing of the chat box. The widget that allows me to put a chat box on the Prism app. And let's see how this works out. Let's see what we can do here without blocking the camera. Let's do another test while we're here. Zoom. 2x zoom. There we go. So that's what you can do with the Prism app. It's not a sliding zoom, it's either 1x or 2x. And also front camera or rear camera. So let's go back to the normal zoom, 1x. Okay. We'll see if that works the next time we do a cannonball video. Zoom in on the train coming down the track. Look at this beautiful sky today and the horizon with the low cloud band out over the ocean. Let's do a 2x zoom. Here we go. North wind, as you can see. Hello. Okay. Beautiful day today, yes. Thank you. You're helping me with the Prism chat widget, and I have it now where I have the size of the type. I can read the comments that folks are sending in. That's the good news. The bad news is I have it rotated 90 degrees, so now I have to stop and rotate the chat box 90 degrees so I can read your comments and see who's contacting me. Let's see how we do. Oh, okay, here we go. We can just rotate that with 2 fingers. Oh, Craig, okay, how are you? Let me just slide this box over. Okay, Mr. Master 767. Jacob, how are you? A chat test? Yeah, I'm setting up the chat window in the screen of my iPhone so that my 82-year-old eyes can read what folks are saying to me. So what I've done is I've increased the font size, the text size, to more manageable reading size. For instance, Black Blizz, you said, oh, magic. Last time oh, okay. When I did the train video Friday night, I had the size of the type normal size and I could barely read the comments. But anyway, you're helping me with setting up the widget for chat window on the iPhone screen. And to give you a little more information, what I'm using is my iPhone 10 XS. I've had this, well, obviously quite a few years since it's an iPhone 10. In the landscape mode, you have to start out the Prism app in the landscape mode or the portrait mode, either or. you cannot rotate the iPhone from one to the other after you start the live broadcast. So we're looking out at the horizon here right out at Mauritius Bay. Naboul, hello to you. Welcome. All the way from southern France, folks who are also with us. And Naboul is a big follower of Dutch Maz, who is a great live streamer in New York. I've been following Dutch for, oh gosh, ever since he started live streaming. Yes, I am the user Redstone Soldier. Absolutely, good question. Am I saying this right? Black Blizz? B-L-A-C-K, capital B-L-I-Z. Yeah, my YouTube channel is Redstone Soldier. And I also have a website. It's My Army Redstone Days, which is a chronicle of my 3 years in the Army many, many years ago with the Redstone missile. So I didn't know I was listed in Wikipedia though, but thank you for that comment. You have? Okay, you've worked on the Redstone missile page of French. Isn't that something? Well, thank you very much for this good information. I really appreciate you sharing this with me. Yeah, I did my Redstone missile website. Oh, when did I start this? Oh, back in 2004. No, your English is great. No problem there. I understand what you're saying. So I used the moniker Redstone Soldier for YouTube. That's the name I use for the channel. With oh, I forget how many videos I have up. Hundreds and hundreds right now, with between the Long Island Railroad trains and my New York City walks and other, you know, miscellaneous videos that I do and live broadcasts. As a matter of fact, Mr. Master, I think I'm going to go to Spionk here to catch the westbound noon train from Montauk, because I understand it may be running late. It may be quite crowded. Spectraco. S-P-E-C-T-R-A-K-O. Okay. I will look that up. Thank you for that information. All right, we're not seeing too much. I'll just pan around slowly here, show you things during the test here. I'm doing this from the deck of my home here on Long Island. And we had a cool front come through overnight, cleared the air out, that lowered the humidity. Right now the temperature is about 65 degrees Fahrenheit, which is relatively cool for June. I mean, we're only, what, 3 days away from the beginning of summer? Andrea, good morning to you. How are you? Yeah, you caught my testing of the font size here. Knock on wood, it's working right now where I have the size of the text to a font size that I can actually read the comments fairly easily. Do I know everything? No, I don't know everything on the Redstone missile, but truthfully, I know quite a bit because, you know, I was in the Army, served with the Redstone missile, and then I did the website on it and did a lot of research. I got a lot of information from the National Archives in Washington, D.C., and in College Park, Maryland. I got a lot of other information from former Redstone colleagues. People sent me a lot of photos and information. But it was pretty much my own research. I was able to put together this site, plus my own personal experience. Well, we did both. To answer your question, Black Liz, we had initially the Block 1 missile, and then the Chrysler Corporation upgraded that to Block 2 missile. Some changes to the missile. They moved the separation pistons between the thrust unit and the body unit from external to internal. They went from a Rocketdyne A6 engine to an A7 engine, slightly more thrust. Let's see, what off the top of my head now. Another improvement was with the external mounted cooling tank that was installed prior to launch to keep the missile instrument compartment a certain temperature. Initially, that cooling tank was loaded with cubes of dry ice, which helped keep the temperature steady, and then they switched to a liquid nitrogen system. Yeah, Rocketdyne, North American Rocketdyne built the rocket engine for the Redstone missile in a series of development engines. And the production missiles initially had what they called the A6 motor, and then eventually ended with the A7. And then for the later test Redstones that were used more for the space launches, for the Explorer launches and other tests, they actually went to not hydrazine. What was the hydrane? Originally it was alcohol water solution, and then they went to another solution. No, I can't answer that question, why the A5 did not fly. Hydyne, there you go, thank you very much. Oh, Andrea, you had to watch your replay from Friday. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that with Verizon. I switched to T-Mobile 6 or 8 years ago, primarily because they were going to give me a senior citizen discount, my wife and I. And the service for T-Mobile seemed to be superior to the Verizon service I had at the time. So good luck with your connection, Andrea. If it's a good weather day next Friday, I'm certainly going to go back out to West Hampton and do the next Cannonball. We'll do a live broadcast there. Well, I want to thank you folks for joining me this morning in this kind of innocuous broadcast here, which I started out just to see about how the chat window would look on the iPhone. And I guess if I leave everything the way it is and hit the save button, this should hold up. The translator for iPads and iPhones, I agree with you. I think they leave a little to be desired, but you're certainly doing, if you are in France or a French-speaking person, you're certainly doing very well with your English today. I have no problem reading the comments and what your intent is. Okay. Yeah, Nabul, thanks for tuning in today. I really appreciate that. Now, let's see, you're 6 hours ahead of us. Is it 5 or 6? I know in Germany is 6 hours ahead, but what about France? And you're on daylight time now, I would assume. Europe is also on daylight time, as we are. Well, right now I don't have my watch on, but it's probably somewhere around 10 a.m. Eastern time. 4. Okay, so then you're 6 hours ahead, because it's 10:14 here then. Very good. Yeah, okay. We'll have to see if Dutch is going to be doing any live broadcasts today. I signed up for notifications that, as soon as he goes live, I get a YouTube notification, and love to see his city walks. Hopefully one of these days I'm going to get back in there and we're going to arrange a meetup with him. Okay, folks, thanks again for helping me out today with this testing. I'm going to end this broadcast now, sign off. Oh, today is the Coney Island Mermaid Parade. Okay, so that he'll be down there for sure for that. I'll check it out a little later. And again, I may make it out to Speonk Long Island Railroad Station to do a live broadcast of one of the trains coming back from Montauk for the weekend. They usually get packed around this time of day, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, yesterday was the parade. Okay, I see what you're telling me. I'll have to look at the replay. Oh. Stable ST80 is ST is a stable table. -80 was just the model number of the gimbaled table that was used for flight. In other words, it was space oriented. Once the missile left the ground, it was oriented in terms of, I guess, on a fixed point in space. And the missile would be pitched, programmed to step around the ST-80, which kept a constant reference point. Well, 80, I don't know. That was just the design number at that particular time. And I think later missiles went to what they called the 120 or something like that. I don't want to guess, and I don't want to give incorrect information, but ST-80 was the stable platform used for the Redstone production missiles. And they may have used an upgraded version for the Mercury redstones, and also the redstones that were used for launching Explorer and doing the Jupiter tests. I think if you did a Google search for that, you probably come up with a much better answer than what I'm trying to give you here now. Don't forget, I'm going by memory from sitting here in this chair, going by memory of things that I was working with over 60 years ago when I was in the United States Army. So I'd have to do some reference work also to make sure I'm still correct. Okay, gang, hey, thanks. LEV3, I can't answer that off the top of my head. I'm sorry. Again, we'd have to search for that, what the meaning of that. Okay, everybody, thanks again for all your help. I'm going to sign off now. Take care, folks, and have a good day wherever you are.